Okay, so for the inverted method, everything is going to be the same as far as, boiling your water, grinding your coffee, as the regular method. However, you're going to set up your AeroPress a little bit differently for the inverted method. So you'll keep your filter cap set to the side, and you're actually going to be using this upside down. That's the inverted method. So you put your plunger in a little bit and then pull up. And so you're gonna let that sit like that. So I have mine set just a little bit above the 4. Depending on how much water you're adding, you can adjust that. But all right, the main thing is you don't wanna wiggle that around while you're pouring in the coffee so you don't have any spills. Okay, so now that you have your AeroPress set up in the inverted method, you're going to add your coffee. So same thing, you'll measure your coffee out, and then you're going to add it in directly to the inverted AeroPress. So you're not actually using the filter at this point yet. Okay, so then I go ahead and I add water in, and here it's going to be just above that 3 line. I'm just looking to wet the grounds again. So like I say, same thing. I'm going to let that bloom as it sits there a little bit, and then we're going to add coffee all the way up to the top. Sorry, water all the way up to the top. So the difference here with the inverted method is it allows you to let the coffee sit in the water for a longer period of time, thus allowing you to get a stronger flavored cup of coffee. So this allows it to sit in the water. So again, we're gonna add this, and we're going to fill this now all the way up to about the very top. But yeah, so just about the top there, or the bottom if it were inverted. And then now is the point where, like I said, you can let this sit for 2 minutes. I'd say that's a good starting point when doing the inverted method, and then play around from there, how much time that you want to leave it on. Okay, so we'll let that sit, and actually, I forgot to stir it. So I would say I would still give this a gentle stir. You just have to be a little more careful here. This is inverted, you don't want it coming off of there. But give that a little stir and then let it sit for 2 minutes. And like I say, you can always do longer than 2 minutes if you find it's still not strong enough for you, but 2 minutes should be pretty good with the inverted method. Okay, so after you've let this sit 2 minutes, now's the part where you're gonna take your filter, and same thing, you're gonna wanna rinse this. I probably should have done that first. I'm gonna do it under the sink. You could hold it and rinse it, but like I say, you risk potentially burning your fingers. So I'm just gonna give this a quick rinse under warm water in the sink. Okay, so I've rinsed my filter, and now I'm going to place that on here and turn it and lock it in place, just like we did for the regular method. Now here's the tricky part. You don't want to burn yourself, so I gently flip like that. Hopefully you saw that okay. So yeah, you wanna put a mug over it and then quickly, but safely flip it without your plunger coming out. And then you're just gonna press it, just like you did with the regular method. But you've let this sit longer in the water, so you're gonna get a stronger cup and a slightly more acidic cup of coffee as well, because it's been sitting in the oils of the coffee. All right. There we go. All right. And same thing as before, you're gonna take that off, and then you're going to expel this by pushing on the top. But I just wanted to show you real quick too, before we move on, that you can remove your filter and rinse this off if you wanted to reuse the filter more than once. All right, and then you're gonna wanna rinse that. But now you can see you've got a nice cup of coffee, and then same thing as before. If you want it really strong, great. If not, you can add a little bit of water to get the right strength and flavor that you're looking for. But that's it. So the inverted method is pretty simple, but you can play around with it to kind of customize your coffee to the taste that you prefer. Okay, so next up, I will show you how to do a faux espresso so that you can make your own espresso style coffee or a latte.